Hello everyone, and welcome to my short presentation on how to understand cats, an essential guide for us dumb humans. Many humans mistake cats as being standoffish, or they don't love us. The problem is that we are projecting our communication styles onto another animal that communicates differently. Some people also use dog body language and compare it against cats, which is also wrong. Here is why. In some ways, cats are like humans. They are all different and have their own personalities. However, as egotistical and self-absorbed humans, we seem to not be aware that cats are very independent and solo animals, which is the opposite of us and dogs. We tend to be social and pack animals, so a lot of people expect cats to act like dogs or us and get offended when they don't. Just as a side note, research has shown that highly intelligent people prefer to have cats as pets. This is because highly intelligent people understand independence and the fact that cats are different to dogs and don't need to suck up to us as the pack leader. Highly intelligent people also do not feel the need to have a servant or something that obeys commands. So you can see on the screen I've put two links to articles that explain the studies that were done, but there is also a trillion other web pages where you can read about it if you do a Google search. First thing that's different about cats' body language is the wagging tail. In dogs, this means they're happy to see you. In cats, this means they're annoyed and about to strike, like Rena and Puss here. Their tails are both wagging as they look at each other. It's actually called swishing. It's a swishing tail. They're both annoyed, and here they go, bit of a smackety smack. Tails are still swishing. They're still looking at each other, so I don't know what they're saying, but it must be rude. And Puss comes out, does another smack down, and chases Rena off. Puss is still a bit agitated there, tail still going, lick of self-consolation, and I think she thinks she's done a job well done. So she's walked off, tail up high, positive body language there, and Rena's gone down, all the way down the end of the hallway to hide right out of Puss's way. So I guess they've done a good job in telling each other that they were annoyed. The second most common misconception about cats is their fighting body language. Many people associate this body language shown here with aggression. However, the flattened ears, slitted eyes, arched back, fluffed up tail is actually fear. Because believe it or not, these cats don't actually want to have a fight. When they're like this, they don't actually want to have the fight, but in cat psychology world, they can't really afford to back down from the fight either. So this body language is actually showing fear. On the flip side, aggression in cats is more like wide eyes with a dead stare, ears slightly angled out or could be pointed forward as well, and a hunched down appearance in their body language. So here in this picture, the cat in the lowered position is not being submissive. They are just lowering their centre of gravity for throwing a precise uppercut to the face or take the opponent's legs out. The third biggest misconception about cats is that they don't love us. Actually, they do. They just don't show it like we do or like dogs do. Cats show their love to us in many ways, which I will show you over the following few slides. The first main one is the cat I love you, which is a slow blink or a series of slow blinks, and this can be followed by a head turn, which means I love you and acknowledge your dominance. Or here in this video, Russell turns his head first, then slow blinks me, but that's why he got the name Russell. He kind of does things a bit awkwardly. So the slow blink can also be accompanied with the chin lift, the how you doing, or a head tilt, I acknowledge you, which is similar to also a little head bow, such as my friend's cat Maloki. here in the video didn't want to come near me but gave me acknowledgement. This cat just likes her personal space, like some of us humans do. So in the video I was trying to get her to do a how you doing, but instead she gave me a little bow twice in a row. So most people would think that she was scared of me. However, if this was the case, she would not be slow blinking me. She would be hiding somewhere. So getting the slow blinks from across the room is a compliment. Another way cats show how they love us is the cat "I'm happy to see you," which is like a flop on the ground in front of you where they expose their belly. This means that they trust you. Do not be tempted to pat the belly unless you know the cat really well and this is what they like. If in doubt, just pat their head or scratch their chin or side of their face. And another way that cats show that they love us is the "you belong to me" by rubbing against your leg when they see you. This is another way they're putting their smell on you, and only other animals can actually smell this smell, so don't worry, it doesn't smell to humans, or we don't have the receptors to smell it. And if you get a excellent tail wrap around, you are extra special to this cat. And if you want to go more deeper into understanding cats better, there is an excellent cat behaviour expert that I follow called Jackson Galaxy. He's really awesome. He breaks it down in simple terms, and he's got lots of good videos. And he used to do a show called My Cat from Hell, where he fixed problems with people's cats within like a time frame like 2 weeks or something. And actually most of the problem actually came down to something ignorant that the humans were doing. So it was actually more about training the humans. So I recommend following Jackson Galaxy on Facebook and also on YouTube. So I hope that I've helped you to see that cats will happily coexist with us on their own terms, and that they do express their love for us in a different way that many of us have failed to understand. Having said all that, there are times when cats can be quite human, such as Russell here giving me a dirty look. But just bear in mind that we can't be projecting our psyche into cats' behaviour all the time. I hope this presentation has enlightened the world a little more today, and I thank you for watching and listening.